Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with the new chapter for class 5 EVS. We'll be studying the whole chapter in detail and covering all the topics inside the chapter topic wise, and we'll also study all the questions. So after this video, I hope you'll be able to solve all the questions and all the concepts of this videos will be clear to you. So let's begin with the video now.
Okay, so this starts with a basic story. So Gopal was waiting for his Mausi's family to visit them. They will be coming the next day for their holidays. He was thinking about all the fun and nice food that he would have with his cousins. Just then, his mother called out, Gopal, before you sleep, remember to soak 2 small bowls of chana, that is gram. She was going to his bua's house and would return only in the morning. So Gopal's mother asked him to soak 2 bowls of chana. So as he was soaking the chana, he thought, how will 2 small bowls of this be enough for 8 persons? Okay, so he soaked another 2 bowls of chana. And when his mother returned the next morning, she saw that the chana were overflowing from the vessel. Okay, then she asked, how much did you soak? And then Gopal was shocked and he wondered that how did that happen. Okay, so mother told him that you soaked too much. Anyway, it is good. Now I will cook half of them and leave the other half to sprout. I can send these to your aunt. The doctor has told her to eat sprouts. She tied half of the soaked chana in a wet cloth and hung them up to sprout. Okay, so this was the story. There are certain points that we need to discuss. So the first thing is, what things are soaked before cooking in your house? Okay, so basically pulses, dals, etc. These are soaked before cooking. Now, what things do you eat after sprouting? How are they sprouted? How much time does it take? Okay, so we eat chana, moong, etc. after sprouting them. Okay, and to sprout them, first they are soaked in water and then they are wrapped in a wet cloth and we hang them with proper water and air, and it takes uh, about 36 to 48 hours. Okay, 36 to 48 hours for them to get sprouted. Okay, so has the doctor or someone you know ever told you to eat sprouts, and why? So yes, a lot of people ask us to eat sprouts because they are very nutritious. Okay, now there's an activity that you need to do and you need to find out certain things. Okay, so we'll first see the procedures. So take some chana and 3 bowls. Put 5 chana in the first bowl and fill it up with water. Put a damp piece of cloth or some cotton wool in the second bowl. Now keep the same number of chanas in it and make sure that the cotton wool remains wet. And put the same number of chanas in the third bowl and do not put anything else and cover all the 3 bowls. Okay, so you need to take 3 bowls and put chanas in them. Then there is this table which you need to fill according to your observations. Okay, so just try this activity and try filling this table. Now there is a tell and write which you need to do depending upon your activity. So in which bowl did the seeds sprout? What difference did you see between the bowls, between this bowl and the other bowls? Okay, and then the other question is, why did Gopal's mother tie the chana in the damp cloth? So Gopal's mother tied the chana in the damp cloth for sprouting them. Okay, so is it clear? And so that they get proper water and air. Now we'll move ahead. And what you need to do is, you need to Look carefully at that sprouted chana and make a drawing of it. And then after that, you'll have another project. In this, you need to take a clay pot or a tin can with wide mouth. Okay, make a small hole at the bottom of the can and fill the can with soil. Put 4 or 5 seeds of the same kind in the soil and press them gently. Different groups can plant different kinds of seeds. Okay, so you can form groups and then perform this project. Now, according to the observations, you need to fill in this table. Okay, where you record the height of the plant and the number of leaves, or if there are any other changes. So after that, there are certain things that we need to find out. So how long did it take for the plant to come out from the soil? Okay, so it takes approximately a week. Okay, 1 week approximately it takes for a plant to come out from the soil. So what was the difference in the height of the plant on the first and the second day? So this you need to do when you do the project. This you can calculate. On which day did the height of the plant increase the most? This also you have to note through your project only. Now, did new leaves come out of the plant every day? So this also, these all are based on the observation that you will do in your project. Now next we have which seeds, we need to discuss these. So which seeds took the most number of days for the stem to come out of the soil? Okay, so basically it depends upon the seeds that you all are using. So just observe that which, when you all compare the tables, observe that which of the seeds took the most time, then which seeds took the least days to come out of the soil, then which seeds did not grow at all, and did anyone's plant dry up or turn yellow. Okay, and why did this happen? This happens when the plant does not get proper nutrients or water. Now what would happen if the plants do not get water? So if the plants do not get water, what will happen? They would dry up and turn yellow. Now next we have is, just think and tell what is inside the seed. Can you think and tell what is inside the seed? Okay, so they are basically cotyledons and embryo. Okay, these two things are inside the seed. And how does a big plant grow from such a tiny seed? Okay, so what happens is the seed absorbs nutrients and water from the ground, and then it grows into a big plant. Okay, now next, there is something which you need to think and imagine. So what would happen if plants could walk like us? Okay, just imagine and draw a picture of this. And also you need to find out, do some plants grow without seeds? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. I'll give you a few examples like banana, rose, etc. are a few plants which grow without seeds. Now there is some really interesting thing. A plant which hunts. So there are some plants which trap and eat frogs, insects, and even mice. Okay, the pitcher plant, which is shown in this image, this is a pitcher plant known as Nepenthes, is one such plant. It is found in Australia, Indonesia, and Meghalaya in India. It has a pitcher-like shape. Pitcher means a vase or a ghada. So you can clearly see it has a pitcher-like shape. The shape is a pitcher-like. shape with mouth, and the mouth is covered with a leaf. You can see the mouth is covered with a leaf. The plant has a special smell that attracts insects. So it has a smell. The insect gets attracted by the smell and it comes in here, just like this insect. When the insect lands on the mouth of the plant, it gets trapped and cannot get out. Okay. As soon as the insects come here, the leaf closes and the insects cannot move out. So this is the way how these pitcher plants hunt. Next, we'll talk about this, that is so many seeds. Okay, so how many types of seeds can you collect? Where will you find them? Okay, so each of you should try to collect as many different types of seeds as you can. Okay, just tell me in the comment section what all seeds were you able to collect. Now, after that, put all seeds in a collection together and now observe carefully. There will be of different shapes, sizes, color, texture, etc. Okay, then you need to make a chart which is shown over here, where you need to write the name of the seed, that is maybe Rajma, the color, then you need to draw the shape, and then you need to touch it and feel is it smooth or rough. Okay, now let's move ahead. You need to think certain things, that is, did you keep soft, that is any seed, and cumin, that is jeera, in your list? Okay, so which was the smallest seed and which was the biggest seed in your collection? Okay, so you need to answer this according to your collection. Now you need to make a list of certain things. So make a list of seeds that are used as spices in your home, maybe jeera, dhania, etc. These are the seeds which are used as spices. Seeds of vegetables. Okay, so think about some vegetables which have seeds, like ladyfinger is one. Then seeds of fruit, okay, like mango or papaya. Then light seeds. So just keep the seed and blow on it. If it's light, it will blow, just like cumin. Okay, cumin or jeera. Then seeds which are flat. Okay, this can be of an apple which has a flat seed. Now make more groups. And how many groups of seeds did you make? Okay, just try to make groups, like edible seeds which are edible, seeds which can float on water, seeds which are blown by air. Just like in this manner you can make groups. Do you know any games that you can play with seeds? Okay, just think of any games that you can play and then discuss it with your friends. Now next we have is wandering seeds. So plants cannot move around once they grow. They remain in the same place, but their seeds are great travelers. They can reach from far and wide. Look at this picture on the next page and see the flying seeds. Okay, just a moment, we'll see the picture. So over here you can see this image. You must have seen some white feathery substances flowing around you. They are nothing but seeds. Okay, so they just fly around and they can travel anywhere. So have you ever seen any seeds that can fly? So I just gave you an example for this. What is it called in your area? You need to find out, ask your elders. Then look at your seed collection. Guess how many of those could travel by flying. Just see that how many seeds that you have collected can travel by flying. Now look at picture 2. This seed cannot fly. Okay, this seed, it cannot fly, but it can still travel by sticking on the fur of animals on our or on our clothes. So you can see it has various thorn-like structures. So what happens is it gets stuck on the animal as shown here, and then it can travel. Okay. Now there's a short and interesting story. So read how the idea of Velcro came to George Mestral. Okay, so what is a Velcro? Basically, you see a sandal over here. So this part of a sandal, which is used to tie the sandal, this part is known as a Velcro. Okay, you see some small hook-like structures over here. These are Velcro. Okay, so this happened in 1948. One day, George Mestral came back from a walk with his dog. He was amazed to find out seeds sticking all over his clothes and on his dog's fur. He wondered what made them stick. So he observed these seeds under a microscope. He saw that the seeds had many tiny hooks which got stuck to clothes or fur. So this gave Mestral the idea of making Velcro. He made a material with similar tiny hooks that would stick. Velcro is used to stick together many things like clothes, shoes, bags, belts, and many more. Okay, so he took his inspiration from the nature. Now moving ahead, you need to look at the pictures given below and guess how the seeds can travel and reach different places. Okay, so some plants, what they do is they spread their seeds over long distances. When the soybean pods ripe, they burst and the seeds are thrown out. Okay, so as they burst, the seeds are thrown out and they spread through air. Over here you can see a squirrel, over here it's a bird, and in case of coconut trees, the coconut falls inside the water and it flows with water and goes to some other place. Okay, so just make a list of different ways by which seeds can spread. Now next we'll see who came from where. Okay, so when we made the list of different ways in which seeds can be spread, so human beings are also one of them. We also carry seeds from one place to another, maybe knowingly or unknowingly. We bring the seeds of plants that we find beautiful or useful to grow them in our garden. Later, the seeds of these plants spread to other places. Many years later, people may not even remember that these plants did not grow here. They were brought from somewhere else. Okay, so do you know from where the chilies came to our country? They were brought by Indian traders from South America. And today we cannot think of our food without chilies. So in this manner, different seeds have come from different places. So we'll just read out this poem and see. From South America long ago came a potato, a tomato, potato, and a green chili. Do you know this? A cabbage came from Europe and also a pea. From Africa came a coffee bean and a green bhindi. They crossed the land, they crossed the sea. Did you know this? A mango sang, come in. An orange smiled inside its skin. Welcome to India, a banana said. The methi and spinach, brinjal and radish nodded its head. Okay, so all these were already present in India. So did you know this? So what all was grown in India long ago? There were mangoes, bananas, they were grown here, okay? And what all came from other countries like potatoes, tomatoes. So just imagine how the world would have been if this transportation wouldn't have happened. Okay, so with this, we end this chapter.